we get into this, your girl is on the TikTok. She's ticking and attacking. My name is Niara Alexis _. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. Now let's get into this review. We're back. I have a whole new process as to how I'm going to be reviewing foundations, complexion products, concealers, powders, all that jazz. If you are a fan of my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video. That will let me know to keep doing more content like this for you guys. So let's get into it. Rihanna kind of snuck this one on us, you guys. Like, not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this. We didn't get too many hints. It was like announced and then it dropped like a few days later. Let's go ahead and unbox her. First, if you have not been paying attention online, homegirl is small. She's medium. Let's open her up. So, a little bit of a different shape than we have seen from Fenty before. It is a plastic bottle, so you don't have to be careful with her. She has a twist off top and she's a squeezy girl. She holds 1.8 fluid ounces. So, but just so like you can see her like in my hand for comparison, she's a 20. Little thing. We are used to like an expansive shade range from Fenty. So if you're thinking of that, get your mind off of that. That's not what you have here. I want to say there are like 20 shades. It's 20 shades, right? They had a really handy chart that I used to shade match myself. So we will see if that's working. It says shake well, and it has like a little hand motion. So, oh, you hear it, she going. Okay, shake her up. I got shade 20, you guys. So this is just a swatch of her on my hand. This is shade 20. And for reference, I wear shade like 420 to 430 in the Fenty foundations. On my hand looks good, but you guys know, on your hand and on your face is two different things, so you guys cannot go off of that. So that's the swatch on my face. That's why I tell you guys, the face, the hand and the face are two different swatches. Let's blend her out a little bit with the brush. Okay, so you know what? She actually...
Looking at this now, I probably would need to mix shades 20 and 21 to get the right match for me, so just beware of that.
Coverage wise, once you blend homegirl out, she is super light. You see that? Like, there's a thin covering over my hyperpigmentation. So if you are one that suffers from, I won't say suffer because it is not gonna be us, sis. It's not. If you are one that has hyperpigmentation and you are looking for something to cover, just beware. We'll test to see if it's buildable, but so far that's what just like one little layer of it looks like. I've seen people use their hands, I've seen people use a sponge, and I've seen people use a brush like I just did. So we're gonna section off our face. This cheek we're gonna do a brush application, this cheek we are going to do a sponge application, and our forehead we're gonna use our hands. Because sometimes when you use a product and you apply it with different methods, you get a different result. First we're gonna use our sponge to blend out on this side. Blend out over here. I know some people do like to use their hands actually, like if you're looking for like a very quick method of application. My forehead is a little bit difficult for me to blend in, you guys, because my forehead is a little bit darker up here. I like to use a brush to apply my foundations. So that's what we have over here. Again, the coverage is light. This is a skin tint. On this side is what we did with the sponge. I will say, I just feel like the coverage over here is way lighter than it is over here. Then we have our forehead, which actually doesn't look that bad. I usually don't use my fingers or my hands to apply any sort of foundation or complexion product. The finish came out the same with all of them. And I won't say the coverage really varied. Like the coverage kind of stayed the same. The only place where I felt like the coverage was a little off and like lacking was the sponge side. I typically don't like to use the sponge for my foundations because I feel like they do kind of suck up a lot of the product. Because this says buildable, I want to try that. So I'm gonna go with the brush application. That's what I like best. And I'm just gonna take some more and we're gonna try to build her up. So we're gonna dot this around, specifically on our problem areas. All right, so that's our second layer. And just looking at the color some more, it is a bit light. I always just like to know how my makeup transfers. So I have a little Kleenex here, a little tissue, and I'm just gonna press it onto my cheek. So if your man be wearing the white shirts, they're back. I'm just letting you know. That's without powder, but we are gonna test it with powder to see if it transfers. I'm gonna test too is with some oil sheets. So I'm just gonna press this to my forehead. Okay, so it's not that bad. Again, this is without powder. I feel like you can tell a little bit better on this side. I'm gonna put a setting powder down here. So I just have a little powder. I'm using the same brush. Okay, so it's better, but just for comparison, this was without the powder and this is with the powder. So it's considerably less. I would definitely recommend you need to put a powder on top of her to kind of cement her in place. Let me put some powder on this side. Oh, she's holding on a little bit more over here. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so this is the one without the powder and this is the one with the powder. So it's kind of the same to me, I feel like. It's kind of the same. Frequently asked questions that I'm seeing online about this product. So for coverage, this is a light to medium coverage and it is buildable to medium. I have on 2 layers right now, and as you can see, like most of my hyperpigmentation is covered, but it's not completely covered as if I had on like a full coverage foundation. If it was free of parabens, if it's silicone based, if it's oil free. So number one, this is an oil free product, so that is good, especially if you have oily skin. I feel like especially in the summer, everyone needs an oil free something, because in summertime we just be out here fending for ourselves, and we're gonna be out here at summer 2021. We're gonna be out here. It is free of parabens and all that bad stuff. It is fragrance free as well. It does not have any fragrance in it. Doesn't smell like anything. So if your skin is sensitive to fragrance, you're in luck here. It is silicone based. So if that is something that is like a no-go for you, it's silicone based, so just be aware of that. I don't feel like we're gonna be getting rid of masks anytime soon. Here's my mask. Obviously this is not like a N95 mask, but these are the masks I wear when I am wearing makeup. Because they're disposable, I can just throw these away. So, and the inside of the mask is white, so we'll definitely be able to see. So I'm gonna put this on. This one also has like this little bendy thing in here, so I can kind of snap it on. My mama, whenever she sees me with this mask on, actually any mask on, I could have on a full hazmat suit, and my mama always says, that's not enough of a mask for me, girl. Well, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's the inside of the mask, and that was just for me wearing it a few minutes, talking to you guys. Ooh, I do have a few like mask lines. I'm gonna have to fix that. But that's what the mask looks like. So this is definitely gonna transfer. So yeah, I would give this a B+. The only reason why it doesn't get an A from me is just because I am a makeup gal. Like, if I'm gonna put makeup on, I'm gonna put on the full shebang. And if I'm not putting makeup on, I'm putting on just like a very light dusting of powder. And so this has like very light to medium coverage. So that's why I wouldn't give it like a full A+ from me. The only thing that would have made me like consider giving this an A is if it had SPF in it, because then you would just have everything all in one. I hope you guys like this. Again, if you're liking my new style of review, do not forget to thumbs up and like this video. Also leave me a comment below if there's something else you want me to add in the process here. And don't forget to subscribe. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.